Well, now, I've gotten the word that the recording is in progress, so welcome everyone. Hello to you all. Welcome, Earth Pilgrims, Earth Lovers. I am Carol Omar Behan, and it is, as I record this, it is May Day, Beltane. Thus, the little extra to celebrate this really wonderful day. We're having a beautiful spring day in the sense it's full of everything. It's full of rain showers and I am sure rainbows and sunlight coming out from behind clouds that are racing across the sky. And I've been playing with a curtain to be sure that I don't become too ethereal when too much light comes through. So here we are celebrating May Day. This video is part of a new series called the Earth Wisdom series. And the first of the videos a month or so ago was honoring water. And this one, and no better day to do so, is honoring Earth, honoring the element of Earth, elemental beings in all of the various realms that are of the Earth itself. I am hearing some thunder, so we've got just about everything. So if this is a video new to you, welcome, especially for those who have returned, especially to people who have chosen to subscribe. I am so grateful that you've done so, and I look forward to hearing from you in some way, liking of the video, commenting, sharing it with others. This has been quite the undertaking over the last 2 years plus. It really began during the pandemic. More of that story is in the videos themselves, but the majority of the videos, really for over a year and a half, and I'm going to give you a way to tune into those, or at least find out more about them, is the new moon Zoom gatherings and then recordings made on those. So of each of the month's new moons over the last year and a half, with the exception of one when I just wasn't well enough to make the Zoom thing happen, there have been all of the rest, some of which that got recorded beginning in July of last year. In the year we presently are, 2023, May Day 2023, May 1st at the moment, there have been each of them recorded. And now, to let people know who would like to be part of the Zoom gatherings, I am putting out a newsletter. This newsletter is available as far as subscribing to it at my website, and there will be a link in the notes below this video. So that's kind of a little bit of the nuts and bolts and some of the things I definitely hope to include. There have been a part of all of the videos, including the one on water, a meditation segment as well, but I think I'm going to let you pursue that on your own and just bring in, and it became all of this wonderful things to share with you about the Earth, the elemental energy of the Earth. And it was really hard to pick and choose. It took me a while to sort it out, but the fact that it came together in a way that I hope makes some kind of structure to it enough to follow. May Day turns out to be such a perfect day to honor the Earth. I want to share with you something that has taken place. It's mid-afternoon here where I live, but earlier today, and some of you are going to know this right away, there was a particularly wonderful May Day Beltane celebration at Chalice Well in Glastonbury, and I'm wearing around my neck a pendant that is the symbolism you see on the well cover. And there, I had the incredible privilege, and a number of you watching this may have been there with me in 2019, yes, for May Day in Glastonbury, also known as Avalon. And what you're looking at, for those not really knowing other than the beautiful flower arrangement, that is the well cover for a sacred well that is called the Red Spring, also Chalice well. I won't go into what the design necessarily, other than telling you briefly, it's a combination of the heavens and the earth, represented by the circles, and the overlap you see in their circles is the beautiful energies of masculine, feminine joined together. A very beautiful, earthy, sensuous representation in the chalice wall cover. So beneath that, if you ever have the time and opportunity to go, the Red Spring rises, and you could hear its beautiful, subtle music as it comes from the earth into the well. The chalice well this morning, and I've had so many opportunities to visit over the years, what a privilege and honor, and then to be there for Beltane or May Day. There is now a recording of a ceremony that happens at 7 a.m. UK time. I will put a link in the notes. I probably should. Oh no, I've already got my note. So that you can go to their Facebook page at least, and maybe through their general website, I'm not quite sure, and see a recording of that ceremony. So we have here the very ancient symbolism, you might say, of the energies of Beltane and May Day. And a little bit more, and let me see if I can do this with some amount of, let's see, okay, supposed to, yes, thank you. Oops, that's what I need. There you go. Beltane as a word, B-E-L-T-A-N-E. I think I will have it in somewhere in the notes anyway. But it is a very ancient observation of this time of year, of the spring, the 1st of May. The word Beltane originates from the Celtic god Bel, just like you see it in the word B-E-L, meaning the bright one. And the Gaelic word Tenne, you might be saying that wrong, means fire. Together, Bel and Tane make bright fire or goodly fire. Traditionally, bonfires were lit to honor the sun and encourage the support of Bel and Bel's light to nurture the emerging future harvest. Indeed, there was a Beltane fire, and there is so much about it. I could do a whole video on that, but we're going to move to some other things that wanted to be included in this time with you. So Beltane and the light of its energies are woven all through this day, all through this video. And speaking about fire of the season, instead of, and I thought I might have what is often a candle burning, but this is the fire that is happening now in my part of the world. The fire of new growth, the green fire, as I like to think of it. It has been the most to this point because it's midpoint between the vernal equinox, when spring officially begins and Aries season arrives. Now we're in Taurus, to the summer solstice. So we're in the midpoint of that. And there's another photo I'd love to just share with you about this beautiful spring that we have been enjoying here. I live, oops, I need to go back and look at the photos. So hang on a moment. Went a little too fast with that one. Where are we here? Share screen. Okay. I live in the Northeast, just a little north of the Catskill Mountains. I consider myself part of the Catskill Mountains community and area. And one of our earliest beautiful flowers is a whole tree's worth. It's called shad bush. And you see these beautiful trees, sometimes they're more shrub-like, and they are the first large green beings to put out their flowers. The hummingbirds are very grateful as they arrive for their summer seasons. And this I took just the other day. It was actually a rainy day, and there was a little break between showers as I was driving back from my errand. And the landscape is full, the woods, and they grow along the edge of the woods primarily. Full, it's like a gentle, lacy, living snow, but in the warmth of the seasons. So I wanted to share this beauty with you. What we have is, we've had the early flowers, and for those of you listening to this in more or less the immediate future beyond May Day, you know what delights it has been, the other early flowers being the daffodils, for the most part bright yellow, the forsythia, the beauty and the abundance of the yellows and the shadbush. And there's a meaning behind shadbush. I'll let you look that up yourself. I found out more about it today too. Has been absolutely glorious. We've had some spikes of warm weather, a little beyond what is seasonally comfortable. I'd like to, most of us want to kind of wait a little bit for that, even though we've come out of winter and like that warm. But the gentle warmth of spring and the holding on of the blossoms, the early blossoms and the color is absolutely enchanting. So we have indeed that beauty all around us. And the other thing I guess I'd say about the yellow is it's being taken over now by a wonderful plant, the dandelion, teeth of the lion. It's such a beautiful native flower, full of all kinds of beautiful energy. The bunny who's in residence here in this household loves the dandelion leaves, fresh ones, so much you can do. So it's a season of great and wonderful abundance. I certainly hope you're being able to get out and to enjoy it yourself. So other things that I might want to share, a little sip of tea before I go on. And we're going to end with a Mary Oliver poem. So that will definitely be included. Mary Oliver and her thoughts about connecting with the earth. I often draw from an oracle deck or two as I prepare to do these, and no different this time at all. And I'm going to share with you cards that came through Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic Oracle. And these cards, let me tell you, they absolutely insisted that they were important to share on some level with those of you who come to this video to celebrate the earth and also May Day. The one I won't read to you about from the book is this one. And I was told that this would have particular meaning for a number of you who come to this video, which is Island Solitude. And because it's a video that you can stop, you might even want to stop and zero in on it and pause it and see what other meanings seem to want to come to you. Given that we're talking about Earth, though, in some ways it didn't surprise me that this one was the other one to come to my attention to share. Of the Earth elements, incredibly beautiful, powerful part of it is the crystal kingdoms, the stone beings and their crystalline brethren. Notice the word focus. So there's something here to share with you about that for sure, and I will turn to its description here. A wonderful teacher of mine, present in that bookmark, to tell you a little bit and just take from it what you will. That is evidently wanting you to acknowledge, to take it in. So in this, let's see, I'll go back just quick. Focus. Okay, an amethyst crystal cave is what surrounds well, you can go back and look at the cards and pause that video and go back. For us, for you, it is time to bring your complete, oops, okay, let me go on from that. Oh, maybe it's the other one. Oh no, okay, I got this. There's more to read and the time goes on and the video sometimes can get a little bit beyond what I really was. All right, and the spirit says, just let it be what it wants to be. But I'm going to read you this half of the particular message. By being focused with crystal clarity and drawing upon our crystalline friends, you are in the flow of your life force. and in fact, have become one with it. It is not a hypervigilant or tension-filled state, but one of relaxed attention. Mary Oliver is going to tell you more about this, I know. So keep your eyes, ears, and heart focused on that which you need to pay attention to, and miracles can be created. To paraphrase a fictional elder, use the force and use it in life-enhancing ways. Obi-Wan Kenobi. If I tried to think of his in any focused way, it wouldn't have happened. So he just said, it's Obi-Wan speaking in my ear. So we have that. And talking to you in the previous video about water, the element of water, honoring it and communicating with it. I think the earth makes more sense in the sense of what it is about earth that wishes our connection. There's this last image I'm going to bring up now, which will tell us certainly more about this. So I'm sharing this for its simple beauty and message. And I probably should have done a little research to know the correct way to pronounce this Irish word. So have a look at it. Have a look at the fact that it could be a woman or a man. It's a robe that's above and out of the picture. This person's feet on the bare earth, kind of like. I know you can read it yourself, but I'll just read it aloud for the sake of the video in case people are simply listening to this. Tanalak is used to describe a relationship one has with the land, air, and water, a deep connection that allows one to literally hear the earth sing. I'll leave it there for just a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about earth as sanctuary. Now, let me put that aside just a bit. There is this concept, there is not a concept, there is this practice called earthing. And of course, it's demonstrated quite beautifully by this image. And I'm looking forward, and I've taken advantage of some of this warm weather to do my own earthing. Beyond the beauty of nature and its sanctuary, there's something literally incredibly physical in benefit of touching our body, our skin, to the earth. And again, I'm going to attempt to go away from the screen. Oops, okay, that didn't exactly work. So we're going to go back here. Maybe I'll bring that up again. It's a learning curve all the time with Zoom presentations. I'm going to do this. Right now I need to do this. Okay. And talk a little bit more about earthing from a source that I'm going to let you find your own way to your own earthing sources, but this one spoke pretty plainly and clearly, I hope. To put it briefly, when your bare feet or skin come in contact with the earth, free electrons are taken up into the body. These electrons could be referred to as nature's biggest antioxidants and help neutralize damaging excess free radicals that can lead to inflammation and disease in the body. All right, there's a whole lot of data. The earth is a conductor of free electrons. And so are all living things on the planet, including us. The body is composed of mostly water and minerals, which in combination are excellent conductors of electrons from the earth, providing there is direct skin contact, your bare feet on the earth. You're lying down with your bare arms, or maybe completely sky-clad, as the expression goes. So it's a conductive energy for them to flow through. So the benefit is indeed earthing or grounding, and something I've certainly spoken about in prior videos in terms of coming into full connection and meditation or grounding. All right, so we have that. We have the Tenalak, and the most obvious thing about Earth's gifts to us, nature's gifts to us, are the sanctuary it provides us. I reflect now and then on the past couple of years with the pandemics, having us stay close to home, to be in quarantine, to be staying near the earth. And so many people finding who were in health to do so, and hopefully ability to find their way out their dooryard, to their parks, to their whatever woods was nearby, or meadows or fields, to nature herself was a place of sanctuary. And Mary Oliver will finish us up about this in a way that I know will offer some inspiration to do so. But what we had in those times with this opportunity to be in nature, to disconnect from what I'm speaking to you through, from the social media, from the internet, from things electronic, because as much as I'm enjoying creating this and celebrating May Day and talking about the tomato plant, which maybe I'll show you in a future video to see how it all ended up, tomato plant. What the earth gives us in terms of solitude, and that's what the solitude comes in, using of our senses, our earth. This is our earth. This is our earth. We are the earth. I'm not sure if I needed to be more brave, but at some point, and I'm going to give you two things at the end. One of them is the Mary Oliver poem, which I think is, no, okay, I will give it first, and then I will give you an earth blessing for you to use. So my encouragement is, other than the literal going out, to ground yourself in the earthing, which is feeding of your physicality, but there's so much more to feed yourself with than being out in earth. So I don't need to go on about that, because there isn't anybody who doesn't know the what it is that awaits them if they will take time to do so. And of course, it comes back to finding the solitude. All right. Knowing that we're probably close to enough with this, the last two things I want to offer you. And I'm going to start with the Mary Oliver poem, simply, and boy, if you need a poet to help you enjoy more of the earth and your connection, she is your person, Mary Oliver, which brings me to the point that one of the things I first did in doing these videos was a whole summer's worth, the summer after Mary Oliver passed away, recordings of Mary Oliver's poems out in nature. So and you can see that that's a channel in and of itself. Look what I found. Pressed between the pages. Thank you, beautiful. I need to return you. That was from the fall. I'm going to release it back. Keep some around my house, my space here too. Getting back to the earth of Mary Oliver, and then I'm going to give you an earth blessing to use, very short. Its words of the blessing will be in the notes. So Mary Oliver invites you to this solitude in her poem, Sleeping in the Forest. Absolutely touches my heart every time I come to it. So may it do so for you. Mary Oliver, Sleeping in the Forest. I thought the earth remembered me. She took me back so tenderly, arranging her dark skirts, her pockets full of lichens and seeds. I slept as never before, a stone on the riverbed, nothing between me and the white fire of the stars but my thoughts. And they floated light as moths among the branches of the perfect trees. All night, I heard the small kingdoms breathing around me, the insects and the birds who do their work in the darkness. All night, I rose and fell as if in water, grappling with a luminous doom. By morning, I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. There is no doubting that our everyday, work a day, live a day, living lives are often immersed in a lot of chaos, of simply having the day go forward in the ways we envision it should, providing for ourselves and others in our household, continue in our lives. It's very easy to get caught up again in all of that. And the chaos beyond our places is huge, as they say. I just listened to Lee Harris talking about the energies of May, how it is we may make our way through it, and the opportunities of May, which, by the way, at the end of this week, May 1st to May 5th, it ends in an incredible full moon. I don't do the videos for those, but there's one coming up for the new moon. So sign up for the newsletter and you'll find your way to know more about that. But he said that in this month of May, there is a rise of inner fire and revolutionary energy, so much of which is available in the green world and in nature. So with Mary Oliver's advice, sleeping in the forest, the earth remembers you, will take you back tenderly, and you will find your way to something better in the time you spend. It may not be overnight sleeping, but it might be, and that would be absolutely lovely. Something to offer the earth other than your time with her, with nature, is a morning and evening, dusk and dawn blessing that came my way through Caitlin Matthews. That is a really easily remembered or memorized blessing. I'm going to complete this video with that. Words will be below. I would urge you to maybe bring it into your dailiness, even if it's not every single day. But once you sign on to it, I know you will likely want to continue. It's your offering to Mother Earth, and you will hear it in these words. So we have this blessing, morning as the sun rises, evening whenever it makes sense. It is this. And my brain is going into a little, okay, hang on a minute. All right. Blessed be. Blessed be the precious and preserving fire. No, wrong way. All right, rewind. Thank you, present. They're all of the elements. Okay, thanks for your. There for the grace of whoever. Blessed be the precious and preserving air by which we are given life. Blessed be the precious and preserving fire by which we are warmed. Blessed be the precious and preserving waters by which we are cleansed. Blessed be the precious and preserving land by which we are sustained. Blessed be the precious and preserving spirit within and around us. Blessed be the precious and preserving ancestors, now, then, and to come. Gratitude for, if I was more adept, I'd edit out that first part, but blessed be my memory and whatever else. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Green Man. Thanks for being with me in this video, honoring the earth. May there be things there that help you in some way to, in whatever way, enhance your daily lives as earth pilgrims, as earth lovers. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to your joining me in future connections and whatever that might be. But these videos have become a delight to create and offer to the larger world. So with that, I wish you very well. Take good care. And I will see you down the line. Bye for now.